And the next vocabulary word is active fire control. It's any system that is designed and installed to detect, control, or extinguish fire consisting of but limited to sprinklers, alarms, and other extinguishing systems. So this is what we're used to seeing around. We've seen the sprinklers on the ceilings, and we know about the fire alarms. ASTM E84, and it's a test method and is intended to provide only comparative measurements and measurements of surface flame spread and smoke density measurements with that of select grade red oak and fiber cement board surfaces under the specific fire. The next one is AST E648, and it's a fire test response standard. It's designed to provide a basis for estimating one aspect of the fire exposure behavior of a floor covering system installed in a building corridor. The test environment is intended to simulate conditions that have been observed and defined in full-scale corridor experiments. So just remember the ASTM E84 is a test method, and the ASTM E648 is a test response standard. The next one is a corner test, and on page 9 it has a picture of the corner test in my paper that I wrote, and it's a test in which a simulation is created to test flammability conditions of interior finishes on walls and coverings. I'll go over that a little later. CRF value, and this is a value that represents the threshold above which flame spread will occur. The higher the CRF value, the more resistant the material is to flame propagation. Next is fire barrier. It is a vertical or horizontal assembly that is fire resistance rates and is designed to restrict the spread of fire, confine fire to limited areas, and afford the safe passage to and from protected exits or ingress or exits. And I have pictures of these later on in slides. Fire resistance rating is the duration in which a fire protection system can withstand a laboratory controlled fire resistance test. So just remember the fire resistance rating is determined in the laboratory, and they figure out what the rating would be after that. Fireproof. It's officially discontinued in the National Fire Protective Association, and the material is immune to the effect of fire of sufficient intensity and duration. So there's no materials or textiles that are completely fireproof at all. We can add things to the materials so that it's fire retardant, but there's no textiles that are completely fireproof. It'll be damaged or discolored or things like that. The next word is fire partition, and this is a wall assembly with a fire resistance rating of 1 hour. So these are usually used to, if a fire gets to the wall, it at least gives either people time to leave or time for the fire department to come, and it just kind of like gives it time to stop the fire. Flame resistant. Having flame resistance. Flame resistance is a government mandated description for certain products that meet established government conformance standards or specifications with that product and is tested by the specific method. Where no conformance standards exist, flame resistance is a relative term that is used to compare material to another. So some materials are more flame resistant and can handle more than others. Flame retardants. Flame retardants is a treatment that is applied to the fabric to help it prolong the progression of fire. And I have a video next of this man doing tests on different fabrics to see. Some of them were already flame retardant, but some he didn't know if they had been tested, so he tests them. He is from the stage. He does things on stage and churches, so he's from a different viewpoint than we are, but just the center, just when he's testing it is what I want you to